Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul Acevedo, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight I am joined on mic by Tyler and Lyle.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Lyle is one of our primary moderators, Icky Azd. We also have Brian running the contest. And we are streaming Death Road to Canada for Xbox One. Comes from Mad Garden and Rocket Cat Games. I think there's also a publisher too. Anyway, it's also on PlayStation 4, Steam. It is on mobile even, $10 mobile game. And I think maybe Switch too. Does anybody know? Hey Monkey
No
Skins,
idea.
welcome to the stream. Yeah, is it $13 or $15? I think it's 15. This game supports
It's on
sync last
Switch.
save data. Alright,
It's on
cool.
Switch.
It is on Switch. It actually looks a lot nicer than a Super Nintendo game, but it does have a deliberate pixel art style, a bit retro looking. And that's okay. I like the pixel art of the game. I actually know a guy who did a lot of the pixel art because they use more than one person. He chats at Film Family, that place where we chat,
Yes.
And yeah, but the music is not good. I would say the music really lets the game down. It doesn't fit the mood of the game, and I just don't like it. And I called out the composer in my review. I reviewed it at Co-Optimus, by the way. This game supports 2-player local co-op. It is eventually going to go up to 4-player local co-op, and based on they responded to a lot of my criticisms in the review, not about the game, like the difficulty. I think the difficulty is way too hard, but the co-op complaints I had, they will actually be fixing with future updates, and that's nice. We got a spacing error in that link sharing, Brian. So you can pick a new game. You can go to your custom characters editor, and I'm going to show that off real quick. Here, this is my custom version of Lisa. So my wife Lisa, beautiful lady. Hey Zorbs, great to see you. When's the
I
last time
thought
you
you
tuned
would
in,
have
Zorbs?
made.
You thought what?
I thought you would have made Tyler or Adam.
Oh, well, Adam really hasn't been much of a friend lately, unfortunately. But how do I get back to the other characters? Load. That's how. But yeah, I didn't make either of you guys, and that would have been a smart thing to do, but I haven't done it. But I did do all my family members. So you got me up at the top, Lisa, my daughter India. There's my son Ethan. I wanted him to be on stream with me playing this tonight, but unfortunately he had to work, so we couldn't do that. Gavin, my nephew, we've had him.
Wow.
My mom Cheryl, my
Happy
grandfather and
family.
grandmother. Yeah, they both died, and I miss them terribly. But it's nice to. It's kind of neat to run into a missed family member in the game. I don't know. That's something you can do. And you can give these custom characters. Each one gets a perk and a trait, and so mostly I tried to pick things that actually were kind of like what they're like. But on the other hand, some of these things are more useful than others, so you need to make sure that you don't want to produce a character who isn't really going to help the team very much. So that's the thing. Zorbs, we just went over all that. It's 2-player local co-op. I reviewed it for Co-Optimus, and it's getting 4-player co-op. There, now hopefully we're all on the same page. Yes, choose a game slot. It's kind of a long game. I think a full game may take 2 or 3 hours if you were to actually succeed, which, by the way, you probably won't. But you can, if you start a game
If
and you
you
can't,
skip some places,
oh,
maybe shorter.
yeah, that
Yeah.
that would help. But
Yeah.
no, that's okay, Zorbs. But anyway, you can save your game mid-game if you need to and resume. You can't save and then go back to your save multiple times, so there's no save scumming. It's
Really?
just a temporary save.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's just a
I just end the game. Yeah.
yeah. And there are. It starts out with 3 modes unlocked, but there are a bunch of other modes that will unlock when you beat the game for the first time. As you can see, even though I reviewed the game and played it at least 14 hours, I never was able to beat it because it is too hard. But that's okay. So you got normal mode, familiar characters mode. This populates the game with people you know. And then you have rare characters, I mean, like with your created characters, basically. And rare characters will populate the game with, like, guest characters, such as Jason from Friday the 13th, Garfield the cat, and other interesting characters. Santa Claus, too, I think. Why are we going to Canada? That's a good question, Bob Jones. The reason for that is because Canada is a zombie-free zone in this game. Only the United States are overwhelmed by zombies. So if you can just make this road trip to Canada, then you'll be safe. Maybe Adam's...
Zombies are afraid to cross the border.
Yeah, and maybe Adam is up there in Canada streaming against us and not being a good partner. Oops.
Well, he doesn't have anyone to stream against now because we're all zombies.
Good point. And I have just accidentally started without picking my own character, and I didn't want to do that, so I'm trying to look and see if there's a way to quit. Do you remember how to quit, Icky?
Wait, because I need to look at your screen.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, the settings
Can you
thing.
press
That's
start?
how... It's this...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, we're gonna restart. Zombies, rednecks, what's the difference? That's true, they are all on the same continuum. New game. Choose game slot. Delete old save game. Yes. Deleted. Okay, slot 1. Game mode. Rare characters is selected. Now here, this is where you load up your character if you want to be somebody different. So yeah, I'm going to load up my little Paul guy there. He's wearing a hat just like me. He's wearing a Homestar Runner shirt, which I do own one, although I forgot to wear it for the stream tonight. That's okay. For my partner, I could play with Lisa, or Ethan's not here, but we'll use Ethan. Ethan is... Actually, no, we won't, because his class is good with guns, but you don't want the AI to use guns because they'll run out of ammo too fast. You do get an AI partner, so that's why I'm picking a partner here. So instead of that, we will go with my nephew Gavin. He's a fighter, and he's paranoid. Paranoid is a good trait in this because it gives you better options during some of the events that happen. So now we're ready to start. Paul hears rumors
So, I
that
noticed
Canada's a safe
you
place.
have
Yeah?
filter off. You have all the screen filter off.
Yes, because they're too messy. Yeah, but by default it'll have like static and stuff, so it's looking more like an old movie or some junk. So here we go. Zombies get more aggressive at night. Gotta watch out for that. You have to hoard as many supplies as you can, and we have 3 choices of places to try to get supplies from. You'll have to help me out, Lyle. Do you have a web browser open? Sometimes from the wiki we might need to check what the best option is. Hey Jabronas, hey Picked Apart, glad to see you both.
Really?
Is there a pretty robust wiki for the game?
Yes, there is a very robust
I
wiki.
have not checked that before.
Oh, I can't believe you got to the end without even doing all the stuff that everybody else has to do.
Nah.
But rest
It's
stop.
just
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can just go like a hotel. So it stays quiet, so
Yeah.
there's nothing much there.
Okay, we'll go there. Alright, so this is going to be an action level. You have your driving segments with events that happen, and then you have action levels, so let's get in there. You can select what to carry in your inventory. My guy starts with an axe, pretty good weapon. Hey, BX Latino Heat, welcome to the stream. Too bad you missed the pre-stream, bro. But I'll put the video on YouTube eventually, you can watch that. And Gavin starts with an axe too, so... If you wanted to bring a flashlight along, you could do that. That helps if you're playing at night. But I prefer to have all 3 of my slots for weapons. You have 3 slots per character. Oh, and you can set the AI and like what they're going to do and stuff, and you can check your character status. When you start out, only some of your stats are revealed, and you have to like different events that happen will reveal more of their stats. That helps you make better decisions with the events that occur. So here we are. What do the buttons do? Just remembering. All right. So you only have 1 attack button. There's melee and ranged weapons. We're going to go through this door. We're basically exploring this place looking for supplies. Zombie over there. If you can just avoid fighting the zombies, that is better for you because you don't want to take the chance of getting hit. There is something in this toilet up here in this bathroom, so we're going to have to fight these zombies and try to go get it. I can pick up this chair and throw it. Throwing things is very, very useful because it reduces how much danger you're in. There we go. So the toilet had a little gasoline in it. Somebody hoarded some gasoline in there. We found some medical supplies. I could pick up that piece of wood, but it will break too quickly, so I'm just going to leave it. There we go. Swinging your weapon and picking things up tires your character out. You have a stamina rating, so you have to be careful about how much you take on. Oh, and by the way, we're going to try to end the stream about 5 minutes early tonight, Brian, so please keep that in mind. You guys okay? Do you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
Watching the gameplay.
All right. Yeah, I know we've had some sound problems occasionally when the three of us are on mic.
We haven't had it in the last couple of weeks, so sometimes Skype has some issues.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad everything is okay this time. So your AI partner is okay, but playing this with another person will make things easier because you can strategize and tell him what you want him to do. But right now I can set my partner to whether he will shoot weapons or not. I'm going to put him to only smashing. That way he won't fire any weapons. This is a fun game to play by yourself, and even though I come down hard on it about the difficulty, because I think that failing the game too much and having to start it over from the beginning every time, I think that actually gets old eventually. You know, like, there's people on Steam who played for 30 hours and never beat it, you know, and yet other people have beaten it sooner. It's, you know, there's a big luck component in a roguelike game like this. But, anyway, I just think the beginning of the game gets really repetitive if you die too much. Like, if you're playing a lot and you die and you know, like, you'll just see the beginning of the game over and over, and I don't think that's good design.
You said it's like 3 hours to beat the game?
Yeah.
That's
2 or 3 hours.
Long. That's long for a roguelike. Like, really long for a roguelike.
And you can't... Do you know, once you beat the game once, then you can pick a shorter game where the road is much shorter, so it'll be over much sooner. So that's fine, but the problem is you have to beat the game first to unlock it.
Yeah.
It should be available from the start.
There should be like 3 different lengths, like short, medium, long, or whatever, and then that way you start on short, and as you get better at the game, you start going for those like longer lengths.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So there's things they could do to improve the playability some, and they do update this game a lot, you know. Like on console, I don't know if it's had an update so far, but the PC version certainly has had a lot of updates. But for sure on console they plan to add 4-player, and they plan to improve how the local co-op works, because it does have some issues. Like for one, partner characters can't go through doors on their own. Only the main player can go through doors. So the partner just has to follow the main player around all the time. And, you know, and you can't use your own profile. They're not going to fix that, but you can't use your own profile if you're a partner. You're just playing on the main player's profile.
But I mean, if the partner went through the door, it'd have to be split screen, wouldn't it?
Well,
you think it could just zoom out?
I mean, split screen would be really neat if it would do that, but no, what they could do is just, if main guy goes through the door, you both go through the door, right? They could just have the partner work the same way. One person goes through the door, you both do. You know, that's not hard.
Yeah.
Hey, Achiever, welcome to the stream. I don't think we've met before, have we? I'm having a really good night so far. I do have to work the graveyard after this, so we're going to have to end the stream in approximately 50 minutes. But I'm having fun. We played a little Street Fighter 2, and now we're doing Death Road to Canada. So here's an event that's happened. We stopped at a mini golf. We ate some food. You do consume food, like every day, you know, some food gets lost, so you have to keep foraging for it. Gavin got a little exercise in, so his fitness increased. My morale increased, and his morale increased. So all that stuff is good. That was a positive event. There are bad events that will set you back a lot, and those can be frustrating because it's not your fault.
Yeah, you should get the very bad event somewhere around less than 10 days.
Yeah, you're right. Towards the end, they get worse. Achiever, thank you very much for the cheer. I really appreciate that. Yeah, this is a really fun game. I've been saying it's a little too hard for my taste, but it is a fun game. So we've got to go through this raid. Raid events last for a fixed period of time, and then you can choose to escape from them. We've got office building or coffee shop. What do you think, Lyle?
Coffee shop for more food, I guess.
Sounds good. Okay. And now I've got a golf club or an axe, but I don't think the golf club is actually better than the axe that we both started with, so we're just going to keep our axes. Oh yeah, we got the golf club from that event where we stopped at the driving range. Congratulations! Oh, they're going to have legalized marijuana in Canada? That's interesting. Okay, so now we get to explore this little area. There's multiple buildings we can go in, so it's more complicated than that first location. And, you know, some of these buildings can have multiple doors and stuff. Lots of chances to find items and lots of chances to get killed by zombies if you're not careful. Or even if you are careful. But things that have items in them, they're marked by a little question mark above them, you know, or an animation, like a shining animation, so you can see those. And oh, we got a kitchen knife here. I'll carry that. And I'll also pick up this chair to throw. So it's good to have physical strength in this game because it lets you carry things around without getting tired or getting tired less frequently. Nothing in that room. A lot of times you'll have rooms or buildings that just have nothing but piles of junk, and, you know, you just move on when you see one of those.
Yeah, a lot of roguelikes have issues like that, where like a room spawns with nothing useful in it.
Yeah, and I mean, think about it. In real life, there wouldn't be something useful in every room. And when you play Zelda, most rooms don't have anything special in them. So I'm carrying around a kitchen knife right now. This game has a huge variety of weapons. Like, there's funny weapons, cool weapons. Like, there's quite a lot that you'll find as you get farther into the game. And you'll also stop at rest stops where there's traders and shopkeepers. And you can... One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pause and pass this knife over to my partner. Or this extra axe. Why did I pick up the extra...
Yeah, I mean, your Xbox version looks like the partner does not pick up items from the floor.
He will pick up some items. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what determines it, but they do sometimes pick up stuff for sure.
On PC, they will just pick up anything that they go past it. Then they will switch weapon around for the better suited choice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, on this.
Yeah.
I think if they touch an item, they'll pick it up, but if they don't touch it, then they won't. I think that's how it works. Got some bullets there. There's several kinds of bullets, several kinds of guns you can get. Guns are really important to being able to win the game, but you have to save them for the right occasion. Also, you can shut doors after opening them, and that will slow down whatever zombies are in the room, because eventually they'll all come after you after they notice you.
Yeah, and using a gun is also dangerous. Because it will actually make sound. It will start getting aggressive.
Good point.
So I usually would keep rifles, shotguns, everything, and wait for encounter for traders. You can trade those weapons for food.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. And also you can get silenced weapons. There are some. They're less common.
Yeah, you can buy them.
Oh great, a lot of enemies in this room.
Could trade them with it's either fuel or something else. I can't really remember. Maybe food or fuel, one of it, for silent weapon.
My son Ethan here, who is my AI character, he is getting tired because he's fighting too much, so I'm kind of trying to run around and let us cool down a little bit.
That's Gavin.
Oh, Gavin, sorry. Yeah, my bad. Why was I thinking it was Ethan? Sorry.
Oh, I was like, can you swap characters? You pick characters at the beginning and that's it, right?
Yeah, but your party can consist of up to 4 characters. Like, right now there's only 2 of us, but we will meet other characters if we play long enough.
Oh, okay.
But you could swap who to control.
Yes, and that's one of the ways they need to improve the game, and they do plan to. Right now, you can't just push a button to swap characters, and there's no good reason why you shouldn't be able to do that. You have to push start and go to the menu and go down here and pick the other character to play as the other character. There's no reason you should have to jump through all those menus.
Yeah, it looks pretty menu heavy right at the beginning.
Yes, and at least they're going to improve that a little bit. I don't think it's ever going to have a great UI, but being able to just use buttons to swap characters will be a nice improvement. You don't have a health.
I think some part of it could. I could change the crown left right on Steam.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Only some part.
Interesting.
So
there's the
I
coffee
have to
shop.
change from leader. Yeah.
By the way, the time passes as you're in a level. Like, it is getting darker. It's sunset right now, so we got to be careful about that. Because when it gets darker, they get more aggressive and they spawn more frequently.
The donation goal is blocking the time.
Oh, okay.
Did.
Yeah. Okay, so here we've got a coffee machine. This is interesting. Paul gets some coffee or leave it alone. I think I want some coffee. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
He feels all coffeeed up. Okay. What does that do?
That'll happen after drinking coffee.
Lyle, do you know what the coffee does? I'm having some ginger ale, by the way.
I do not. I never actually been.
This is the kind of thing where when you're playing on your own, you would want to pause and check the wiki because drinking too much coffee may have a good effect or it may have a bad effect. We're going to drink one more just to see. Even more coffee, and then I feel pretty sick afterwards. So I should not have done that. Feeling pukey. Great. So that's what happens. You got to be really careful with these events and check the wiki if you want to ensure that you'll be able to get farther.
It says apocalyptic coffee.
Yeah, funny name. There wasn't a lot of good stuff in the coffee shop. There was the coffee machine, which allows you, to do what we just did, and there was like one food item. So let's get out of here. Sometimes places are like that. Like you'll go to a place you think would have a lot of food, and there's not, and it's just kind of a bummer. But there were stuff in the other buildings, so we still did okay, I think. Now we go back to the car. There's an achievement for running over like 10,000 enemies, or maybe it's only 1,000, but it's for running over a lot of enemies with the car. And the only chance you even get to run them over is right at the end of an area. So it's like an achievement that it'll probably take like your whole life to get it. So this game has Steam-style achievements where they're not exactly designed to actually be obtainable, and that is kind of annoying.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Achiever 1 likes ginger ale, too, and coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker myself. I like energy drinks. I like to have one every day when I wake up. Oh, no. Someone farted in the car. No, we have to... we have to pick... We can blame one person or the other. If there were more of us, we could blame them, too. But Gavin has the paranoid ability. He's going to solve the mystery. Let's see what that does.
I'll blame the dog if I have one.
Oh, great. It was Paul. Yeah, and if there's a dog, you can do that. You can have dogs as party members. So, my morale went down because I got in trouble. But Gavin's morale went up because he figured out who did it. If we had only blamed one person, I think it would just drop that one person's and nobody's would go up. You've really never had an energy drink, Achiever? Are you pretty young? I only drink sugar-free energy drinks because the sugar is bad for you. So here we've come to a bed and breakfast. We can pay 10 food to stay here for the night, but if we do, something bad will probably happen, so we're just going to drive off with no sleep. And because we've had no sleep, we will have less energy the next day. Yeah. Paul is tired and Gavin is tired. Yeah, the thing about energy drinks is you should not drink more than one a day, or if you abuse too many, you'll have a heart attack. So you have to be careful. So we're ambushed by a yelling man. We can either run away or fight him. Running away might still cause us to be hurt, so we're going to try fighting him because Gavin's a fighter, so we're just going to hope for the best. He did some damage. We both got hurt. That sucked.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of RNG stuff going on in this game.
Yes, and remember, at least you can check the wiki and see what the possible outcomes are, and you can use that to decide what the safest option is.
Yeah, it's also based on
who wants to play a game with you're looking at a computer half the time.
Someone's at the door. Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have to step up and get this real quick.
Alright. Maybe it's Lisa.
Okay. Against plan, my sister has dropped off the car. The plan was for them to drop it off after the stream. So here we are, Trading Camp. This is a place where you can buy stuff and sell stuff, and you can even find a few items probably if there's buildings to enter like this one.
Pizza Man.
Pizza sounds great. I'm on a diet now, guys. I've been on it for over a week, and so far I've stuck to it. I haven't even really had a cheat day. So, doing good. I want to lose 50 pounds. Let's see if we can manage that. Hey, get out of our house. Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, it's losing weight is a slow process. You can't just like, think you're going to crash diet and drop it all right away. It's really more about a mindset of eating healthier and eating less crap food, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, getting your hunger under control. That's the main thing. Like,
yes.
Because the more you eat every day, the bigger you stretch your stomach and the more food it takes you to feel full. And that's the problem is I let that happen for too long. And so now I've got to get my hunger under control, and so far so good.
And building routines, like, so your stomach knows when to get hungry and when try to build when you eat.
Good point. And that is hard for me because...
Yeah, you have a interesting schedule.
Yeah, my graveyards and, like, when I'm off, I'm not on a graveyard and all that. That makes life harder, but still, right, I really want to get in shape, so I'm sticking with it. Okay, so this girl can train us for fitness. I can give her 6 or 9 food. I do want both of us to be more fit, so I'm going to give her 9 out of 17 food. You have to be careful, though, because if you run out of food, then that has big adverse effects. So our fitness is both increased, but they didn't go up that much, did they? Still. What is this? He sells Molotov cocktails? Oh, pipe bombs. Yeah, bombs are totally not worth buying at all because they're limited use and they take up, they're just not worth burning resources on, I don't think. So that was everything. Eat fruit and nuts. Nuts are not great for weight loss because nuts are naturally high in fat, but they are healthier than some of the things you could eat, like they're healthier than French fries.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, nuts are very high in fat, but it's good fat, so that doesn't make them any less fatty.
Just go full vegetarian, Paul.
I wish. No, like I'm on Slim Fast, so I drink 1 to 2 Slim Fast shakes a day. I eat a little bit of fruit. I eat like 1 Slim Fast snack. They've got like chips and a few other things. And I have 1 meal a day, and I pick a healthy meal. So we found a pinkish purple guy. This is a weird special character, but we can recruit him. We're going to add him to our party. He doesn't say anything. I think he may be some kind of inside joke. DSYP. I don't know what he's supposed to be, but he's a weird character. Now there's 3 of us. We're going to go through food faster, but we can do better in fight situations. Brian says carbs and sugar are the enemy. I think, reducing all of those things will help weight loss. Fat isn't the main thing, but it is something to still try to avoid, in my opinion. The all carbs philosophy, the all, just worry about carbs, that does work for some people, but I think it's too complicated. And I'd rather just... The main thing with Slim Fast is you're worrying about calories. And if you worry just about calories and nothing else, you will still lose weight as long as you stick to the principles, because calories actually are the main danger. But other people think carbs are the only danger. So, depends on who you ask. Oh, I see. DSYP is the star of a very popular game that I can't say the title of. Any idea, Tyler?
Don't
poop your pants. Yeah, don't poop your pants. Yeah. It's just the letters in a reverse order. That's interesting. I'm not familiar with that game.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I think we're still tired because we haven't had a night of sleep yet. This is a siege stage. It lasts for a certain amount of time, and we've just got to try to survive. Yeah. Without a gun, these stages can be really hard.
Get into the house.
Yeah. Can we shut the door? I didn't notice if we can shut it. Oh god, I just got to get away from that door. So there are some supplies in here. What's this thing?
Yep.
Ooh, a blowtorch. I'm going to try that in a little bit. What's in this room? Junk. Nothing good in there. Okay, we got to get out of this room. Let's try the blowtorch. Can of food. You can set them on fire. That's neat. Throw this box. And as fast as we got that guy, he could die in this stage, like anybody could die in any siege event, or even just regular levels, but especially siege events. Yes, blowtorch has limited ammo.
Stuff is on fire. Can you burn yourself? I'm assuming you can.
You would think
so. He's on fire
himself
as well.
Oh yeah, you're on fire. You're on fire there for a second.
Dang. Okay, so there's a bag of food. There we go. Okay, we got all the food. We just got to get out of here. Now all we have to do is make it to the edge of the level and we can leave. Good luck, everybody. Remember, this game is on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Steam, Switch, and mobile, so you can play it on practically everything. And it would be a lot of fun on the mobile, but again, the difficulty thing, to me, that would get a little old. So here, we can choose a reward for the group. Everybody can get increased mechanical skill, because you need mechanical for certain things. Like, you'll find things that need to be repaired, or like a safe that needs to be cracked. But also, your car can break down, and if you have mechanical, you may be able to fix it. You can lose your car too, which is not fun, but it definitely will happen at some point during a long game. We can do morale and healing, or morale and random skill gain. We're going to do random skill gain, I think.
What does the DSYP does? +1 all something? I can't see.
Oh, in the lower right corner, the option was it was like +1 to all skills for him. But yeah. And we've also just earned a Zombo point. Zombo points are a special currency used to unlock things, and the things you unlock will be available to you in future games. So Zombo points are pretty important. And the more you play, the more you'll get. At first you can only have 10 Zombo points, but you can also increase your limit. So Gavin's medical went up, my fitness went up. So we're doing okay. So far so good. Hey, Dr. Octobot, I hope you're doing well. Sagio, yo.
All the doctors are in the house.
So we got to a smelly campsite, and we can either endure the smell or drive off with no sleep. This is another bad event in a row, like the last place.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to endure the smell because we got no sleep last time, and if we do that too much, it'll really hold us back. So morale dropped, but we got our rest. Dr. Octobot, I think, joined us last stream, and he's come back for a second helping. We really appreciate that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So many doctors. I will be right back.
Very good. Is Swoboda here? I haven't seen Swoboda yet. Achiever, I didn't want to do that because we already drove off with no sleep in the previous event. We don't want to do that too much. So now we have a choice of 3 different events. And we can also just choose not to stop for supplies, but I think we should stop for supplies. The one in red, Lost Stronghold, that will be higher difficulty than the others.
Any idea what's purple?
Purple is leave them behind, just not to stop.
There's a reason the text is in pink or purple.
Oh, what does it mean?
I've forgotten what it means.
Yeah, I don't remember. You got the DR. I know you're really Droctobot, but it's just easier to say Dr. Octobot. There's Dr. Savoda. Hey, man. All right, we're just going to go to the big house. Uh-oh, I just heard a good sound. Yay, thank you for the follow, Jono. Very awesome. New Marvel Hat hype. Yes, thank you. When we get to $25 of Streamlabs donations, which means you donate with PayPal or your credit card, when we get to 25, we are buying a new hat to wear for the stream. And it's slow going, I'm sad to say. But that's all right. Eventually we'll get there and we'll get that new hat. All right, so let's go in this place. I really appreciate the support, Jono. That is great of you. By the way, DSYP only has 1 weapon slot, which is a disadvantage. Oh, and I've still got the blowtorch on me. That's interesting. All right. Awesome. Brian donated some cheers for the hat. Yeah, Twitch has recently said that they will pay money faster now, so if we get enough cheers and subscriptions and what have you, it will take a little less time to get that donated to my actual bank account. So far, I've gotten none of that money, but it will happen, guys, so if you like doing cheers and you like subscribing, then do that. Also, subscriptions are just really nice for morale, so we appreciate everybody who subscribes. Oh, there's an umbrella. We don't really need it, though. The axe is... some weapons have durability and some weapons are unbreakable, like the axe. So you really should just get a good unbreakable and stick with it. Oh, but finally found a gun. A pistol. So I'm going to save that pistol for emergency situations, especially sieges. Those are when you will need them. Yeah, that is true, Brian. So every 45 days, if you've hit $100, they will donate the money to you. And we haven't gotten there yet. Oh god, this room is just full of zombies. Let's get out of here. And let's close the door and run. Close it again. That one's full of zombies too. But it has a gun. We got to get it. Alright, I'm going to pass this one gun to somebody else. To him. Yeah, because this dumb extra guy can't carry more than one thing.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
We missed you! Alright. So right now I don't have a gun on me. That's okay. Are you opening up some candy, Tyler?
I am.
What kind?
Is it that obvious?
But what kind, for real?
It is Skittles.
Skittles are not bad?
They're okay. I didn't buy them.
Ah.
I got them. There was a luncheon today at my HOA, and they had a bunch of extra candy. They bought one of those big bags, so I took a couple home.
That was nice of them. Okay, let's close that door. Close it! Alright, closed it. Get these bullets, go through this door over here. Nothing good in here. But we can pick up a body and carry it. A skeleton. Oh, and if any of us dies, we'll turn into a skeleton and we can be thrown around and stuff. This place has a lot of rooms. Like, it's a big place. Very big.
I've seen you mostly just using the axe, so there is, like, shooting weapons, too.
Yeah, I picked up a pistol, and I'm just saving it for the right occasion. And also, there's better melee weapons than the axe. There's different kinds of swords and stuff, and wrenches, and just all kinds of things. But the axe is better than the things I'm finding, so I'm sticking with it.
Gotcha.
Man, this place is really huge. And
Do the weapons break over time?
The axe doesn't, that's why I'm holding on to it, but a lot of weapons do, and that's why I'm not using them.
Gotcha.
And the reason I was able to start with an axe is because I've leveled up my, I think, fighter perk, or whatever it is. Like, initially you would not be able to start with a weapon this good. Okay.
So there are a little bit of, like, carryover, like, every time you do a run you improve a little bit?
Yeah. I talked about that after we after we survived the first siege, you get a Zombo point, and that's what you use to buy things that carry over. And eventually, in my opinion, there's not any more good stuff to get. Like, there's still stuff to unlock, but most of it is not actually very helpful. And that's one reason why the difficulty is kind of hard, is because, like, I just wish there was more stuff you could get that would make the game a little easier.
Gotcha. So most of the stuff you unlock is like a small benefit, but it's nothing huge or revolutionary that changes the game.
Yeah, and some things just, like, a lot of things are just different classes you can play. And it's like, okay, well, I already have all the good classes, so what does it matter if I unlock any other classes?
Yeah, a lot of roguelikes are like that, and it's kind of annoying. Because, like, cool, I unlocked a new class, but I don't like it at all, so...
Yeah, what's the point of it?
Back to where I was.
And it's getting late in the day. In the top left corner, you can't see it, but there is a clock displayed, and we can see exactly what time it is. Whoa, did Ethan's axe just break? I thought the axe was unbreakable. That's surprising. That's not good. I gotta find something for him to use.
He changed.
Oh.
Because it's just a piece of wood.
Oh, that's why it broke. Okay. Yeah, we need to get out of here anyway. Here, Ethan, pick up that piece of wood. There he goes. I mean, Gavin. I'm calling him Ethan because usually I just play with Ethan. Yeah, we're leaving. Let's get out of here. Sorry, Dark Six. I apologize for that. One day we will get a better layout and nothing will be covered up, but today is not that day. Hey, Kylo Finn. I like your emoji. Little Bob Ross action. Our car is starting to break down. It's getting really low on gas, so we're going to have to run. Oh, and we found some medical supplies and Gavin healed me. So that's good.
So earlier you was asking how did I get so far without knowing a lot of things?
Yeah.
Because I chose Kung Fu.
Oh, is that pretty useful?
You go hand-to-hand combat, you don't even break. 2 hits, everything die. Then I actually met Bruce Lee.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Yeah.
All these fun guest characters the game has. You can also meet Elvis. We had Elvis in our party one time. And there's an anime girl who looks like Sailor Moon, and she's really weird because over time she'll eventually like mutate and die. Just I don't know what the joke is there.
I thought it was Honey Pop or something like that.
Well, I mean, you know, you could say she looks like Hatsune Miku. She looks like an anime girl. So we're out of gas and we're hoofing it.
If you have the anime girl mask, if you manage to get to one of the zone where you can find fans, you will have 5 to 6 followers.
Oh, is that why? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here we can pay a toll of food to these bandits. We can fight them, which will definitely get us injured. But Gavin, being paranoid, expected this. So let's see what better reaction we get because of Gavin. Oh, that's funny. Gavin got hurt. They tossed him off a bridge because he didn't have anything for them to steal. But nobody else got hurt, and we didn't lose our supplies. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these things are genuinely funny, and there's so many different events. Like, it would take you hours and hours to see them all. I just stubbed my freaking toe.
You can actually charm them.
Oh, interesting. So you can see things aren't exactly going our way. We're getting a little bit of injury.
Yep.
Yeah, we've just gotten to an event. Real quick, guys, I gotta take a restroom break because I've been drinking all that ginger ale. So, Lyle, if you would kindly tell everybody a little more about the game while I'm gone, that would be handy. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh. It will actually be worse if you encounter an event of your back having a hole. That's where you will lose half of everything.
So did you beat the whole game, Lyle?
Nope, I just reached the last stage before winning.
Oh, okay.
Earlier there's a siege level. The whole distance, the whole thing should have at least 3 to 4 siege level. So the first is 1 hour, 3 hours, 5 hours, and the last one should be about 10 or 15 hours siege. That is the longest ones, which I actually died.
Gotcha. So it gets progressively more harder in the later levels.
Yeah, especially the zombies density is super high. You can see the swarm size is ultra massive. It is. And you couldn't run out once you get into a single house or room. Then you'll get rushed.
You're kind of trapped. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's not enough explosive or anything. Basically, you got to play this game quite a bit until you understood when all this siege is coming up. If you have those bombs or anything with AoE damage, you will have used it during the last stage.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if there's any boss fight, but
no,
I think it might just end once the last siege level is over.
Yeah, if you make it to Canada, you have a siege level, and if you survive that, then you win. I believe is how it goes. So I don't know. I think I'm going to hold on to the flamethrower just for later, but I am going to carry a pistol around for emergencies. And I'm also going to leave a pistol on Gavin. Actually, no, I'm not. Not for now. If you lose the weapon somebody is carrying, then you lost all those bullets, and that can really set you back. But on the other hand, you can pick up stuff from their body if you manage to kill the zombies that killed them. So it's kind of a crapshoot. But Gavin is going to switch to, I think Frying Pan is unbreakable, so we'll switch to that. Shame on him for losing the knife somehow. So we're in the junkyard. Junkyard is a pretty interesting level. There's stuff inside of the building. We can get a car here if we can find the keys to it. If your mechanical stat is really high, you can even hotwire a car.
Is the order in which you arrive at these different places set, or is that random?
Totally random.
Okay, so sometimes you might not even end up at every single place, I'm assuming?
Yeah, like for instance, a junkyard, I've been here maybe 4 times, but there's plenty of times when you wouldn't come across it.
Okay.
Like the volume of content in the game is really quite satisfactory. It's really just the beginning of the game, having to start over from scratch that to me gets repetitive.
Sure. The combat's a little simple, it seems like to me. Maybe it's more satisfying to play than to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it is decently fun. I mean, because it gets hard. It'd be nice if you had like maybe a combo system and stuff like that.
Yeah, like that's. I mean, it mostly just gets hard because there's so many zombies, right?
Very true. Yes, that is exactly right.
So. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a fun game. It definitely blends a couple different genres, like almost like a choose your own adventure, but you don't get to choose, along with like a little top-down combat looter game.
Does anybody know what a rebar is? I just found this weapon called a rebar. I think it's a good thing, but
rebar is like that metal spirally stuff that they put in cement and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I just found that, and it seems like a good weapon so far.
The X is better.
Foundations and stuff, I believe.
Yeah, see, Tyler, I thought maybe once you saw the gameplay and stuff that it might appeal to you more. Cause
yeah, the gameplay looks interesting. I definitely think I could get super angry at the game for, like, screwing me on the mids, like when you're driving and you have all the bad things happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's more of a maybe progression thing, I guess. they just give you bad events somewhere down lesser than 10 days left, then it gets worse.
So we found car keys, we found some fuel, we were going to hop into this Bubba Buns food truck. Get in the car.
It's
Now
going to take you a lot of fuel because this is a truck.
If I want to run over some zombies here if possible to contribute towards that achievement I mentioned earlier, and we did run over like 4. 35 zombies destroyed. You don't want to get hit by a rebar, I see. We have 15 food left, and we found a trading camp. Let's go there. Oh, it's raining in this one. Yeah, there's a lot of different trading camps too. So this girl sells food and she wants to buy some weapons, but we don't have anything she would buy. If we had like more special guns and stuff, then she would.
Rifle. Yeah, she only accepts rifles.
Ah.
Both. Yeah.
This guy wants to buy gas. We would be very dumb to sell him our gas. Like the amount of food he gives you for gas is not worth it. I don't. Yeah. Again, that's kind of a difficulty thing. This guy sells gas. What will he sell us gas for? 10 gas for every food item he gets. That's actually pretty good. So we will trade him. If we trade him 5 food, it's a bit of a risk, but we get so much gas from it, we're going to do it. Yeah. Yeah, you can rob people. There are certain times when you can rob people. I think you may have to have the right kind of personality to be able to do it at all. Oops.
Yeah. I tried that. I keep robbing people. Oh, pick up the gun, sell it for food.
It's just a shotgun. You think she'll buy it?
Yeah. Yep.
But it's also good to have.
For 1 food.
Yeah, for 1 food, that's not worth it. Like, this dumpster has somebody in. Oh, yeah, let's see. We can drop food in here and we'll get grenades. No, thank you. Play. Leave it alone. It's a big, deep game, you know? That's why one reason why I played it so long. You know, like I was determined to beat it before I had to review it. I didn't manage to do that. But there is a whole lot of stuff to it that keeps it interesting. Weird lizard man. He's an alien. Weird. So, for 5 food, he will mess up our genetic code. Any idea what this does? Somebody should look that up. Nikki, can you do it? Kip's Science Machine. Yeah. Machine. Did your site review this game at all, Tyler?
That's a really good question. Let me look real quick. My guess is no, but let me check.
I didn't just dribble a lot of water on myself.
Oh, looks like we reviewed the new Harvest Moon game, which everyone says is terrible.
Oh, it is?
Well, I mean, it's been out on Steam for a long time, and a lot of people don't like it.
Usually it's strength and fitness.
It will improve them?
Just says, yeah.
Okay, well, it's actually, let's not do it.
Yeah, bad and good choices as well.
Yeah, we only have 10 food, so I think it's going to be too risky. Let's just get out of here. Your character loses all hair and morale? That's crazy.
The guy that reviewed it gave it a 6.9 out of 10 and critiqued, saying the gameplay gets repetitive, combat isn't very satisfying, and events are often far too random.
Aw. I might have seen that very game at E3 several years ago. I can't remember. Because it was one that was coming to Steam.
Oh, sorry, that was for Death Road to Canada.
Oh, okay.
The Harvest Moon one got a lower score than that.
Oh, he only gave it a 6.9. Wow. What did I give it? I think I gave it 3.5.
So it's the exact same score.
Oh, yeah, totally exactly the same. Weather is gray and it's getting the group down, so somebody's going to help the mood. It can be... Let's let DSYP do it. Let's see what happens. Aw. So everyone's morale went down, but it did reveal our attitudes, and attitude affects events that you can run across. Yeah, the red text is not happy. That's all bad stuff. Sometimes they have funny little conversations while you're driving around. Like Gavin saying, I should have gone to the bathroom last time we stopped. Which is something I would say in real life. Like, it really annoys me. Like, on a road trip or whatever, if one of the kids refuses to go to the bathroom, it really gets on my nerves, because you know they're going to have to go eventually.
Well, yeah, with kids, it's like, get in there, take care of business.
Yeah, and even Ethan will still do that at 22, you know, like, he doesn't have the most sense. Someone in the group isn't pulling their weight, and they're going to have to be kicked out. Who should leave the group? Well, obviously, it's DSYP. But that sucks. My attitude or morale got so low that we're losing a character now. Alright.
Yeah.
But my morale went up from that.
But get 4.
Oh great, somebody's challenging us to a drag race.
Yeah, challenge it.
Do it? Are you sure?
I tried not last time. It was bad.
Well, I could ram him
sure
or I can accept.
Oh, I did not have the option of ram.
Yeah, we have a big truck, so I'm going to try ramming. Good. They took a lot more damage. So our morale went up. Yay. That actually, and we got 30 gas out of it. That was worth doing. Chicago's right.
Man.
That was a good move for us. Yeah, there's a lot of different vehicles too, like, I don't know, 15 or 20 different vehicles. Okay, so here we have a choice of 2 different events, sewer rescue or grocery store. Sewer rescue means you have the chance to rescue and gain a new character. The problem is the sewer rescue specifically is it's a huge maze, and you may get to the end without finding the person. So forget that. We're just going to go to the grocery store. But if we did rescue somebody, we would get a Zombo point from it, and that would help us with unlocking things.
Yeah, so how many days?
There's a stiff learning curve for this game. Like if you refuse to like refer to the internet, you're gonna have a lot of stuff to learn and memorize.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a huge.
It's really hard because some of it comes up very randomly.
So randomly, yes. But I mean, I do like the depth. Like, there's so much depth to it, and if you're willing to just learn by random events, you know, you'll get a lot out of it. And even if you look things up, there's still just so much to it.
So how many days to Canada, Paul?
I think it's anywhere between like 10 and 14. I could be wrong.
Oh, I mean, you can look at it.
Oh, where does it say?
We press start. There's an option to see your car health, everything.
Oh, maybe I have to be on the road then, because I don't see it right now.
I must have missed Brian's cheer. Do we thank Brian for the cheer?
Yeah, I did. Brian and the new guy, Achiever, won.
Yeah, I remember Achievers. That was a little earlier, but I just thought Brian was in first place, and I must have missed that. Maybe I was muting and eating Skittles or something like that.
Gotta love those Skittles. Yeah, so Achiever,
top right.
For people who are new to the stream, I will let you guys know that we stream every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We always stream a different game on Saturdays, and we usually give out free copies of that game almost every time. So often we have Xbox codes, sometimes we have PlayStation codes like tonight, and often we have Steam codes, and every now and then we'll even get Switch codes. You know, we love teaching you guys about different games. That's the whole idea behind Saturday Game School, is just to embrace variety and diversity in gaming. And we love being able to give out copies so people can try the games for themselves and spread the love. Does anybody remember what we are streaming next week?
No.
I do.
An hour?
Yeah, it's Mercenary Kings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, long
I
promised. Yeah.
Love the art style on that.
Yeah, it looks like Metal Slug, but
Totally
apparently
forgotten about it.
it plays differently.
Oh no, I
supposedly.
think it looks better than Metal Slug.
Oh, interesting. So Mercenary Kings, we've got like I think 6 Xbox codes. It's a lot, and also some for something else. I forget what else. Oh, picked apart. Thank you very much. Awesome. So we're doing great on cheers tonight so far. 3 different people have cheered. Picked apart is tied with Human Brian. If you just did one more picked apart, then you could be the leader, and Brian could be left in the dust, where arguably he belongs.
Did someone donate $5, or was it at 15 when it started?
Jono donated $5.
Oh, thanks, Jono.
Yes, you rock, Jono.
Gosh, I'm way behind. I'm slow today.
That's okay, Tyler. At least you're here.
Here.
Yeah, this room is filled with boxes
So
and
many
junk.
food.
Ah, God. I think I just got hit. I wish we need to find another party member.
Yeah, but you just skip one.
Well, yeah, because we probably would have failed. You know, it's not worth doing and failing. Like, we got all this food and stuff in here, so we've made the best selection, in my opinion. I love grocery stores because not only do you find food and supplies, but you have all these carts you can throw at enemies. Alright, made it to the car. Yeah, Bob Jones, we always ask, you know, Switch codes are simply harder to come by, Xbox and PC codes are easiest. So that's one reason why we mostly have Xbox codes. So guys, we have about 7 more minutes on the stream, and then we're going to wrap things up. Is Mercenary Kings on Switch? Yay, we just ran into Ethan. We can recruit him. Finally, I can refer to him and be correct. And he's even playing a portable game console at full blast. Isn't that funny? Just like Ethan would be doing. His trait is oblivious because Ethan in real life is oblivious to most things. He's been recruited. Onward to Canada! Oh, nice. Limited run to the physical version. That's awesome. Where'd my water go? Alright, Picked Apart is totally in the lead. I think he's talking about Mercenary Kings.
Oh, yes, they did do that. They even did it for Switch and PS4 and Vita, maybe?
But no Xbox. What a drag. So
Xbox has a rule about printing. Like, their print minimums are higher than everyone else's, so they can't do it. No one can, because every other startup that's doing it like limited run games, none of them have Xbox games. Like, it's definitely a Microsoft thing.
Yeah, which is a real shame.
Yeah, I wonder if their like print minimum is like 10,000 or something.
Because even Vita games get limited run games, and the Vita is much more struggling than the Xbox.
It is. So I don't know why their print minimums are so high. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't know what, because I think PlayStation still has to actually print all the games.
Ouch.
Because I know that Limited Games buys the games from PlayStation.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, the whole situation is, yeah.
Which limited run games have you bought? Which limited editions? My mechanic just increased.
I've only bought 2, and then I sold one that I bought. I bought the Wonder Boy Dragon's Trap or something.
Oh, that game was wonderful.
But then I did sell that when it was announced that it was getting a more public release. And then I have La Milana on Vita.
Nice, that's a great game. So did you replace Wonder Boy, or are you waiting for a sale, or did you just not like it?
I'm waiting for a sale. I definitely am first. Like and I might get like a physical version because Nicholas, or whatever they're called, they did a PlayStation 4 version too. So I mean, it's already down to like the $20 range. If it gets to like 15 or so, I'll probably pick it up.
Ooh.
Because it looks great. I mean, you said it's great. Everyone really likes it.
Yep, it really is.
And then I ordered a couple of the limited games from PlayAsia as well, but I'm still waiting for those to arrive. Probably get here sometime, hopefully before the 4th of July.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I finally... PlayAsia recently had a big shipping delay. That's not what slowed down my game. It was just getting the cheapest shipping. But Yeah, a lot of times it's worth it to spring for the more expensive shipping with them because otherwise you're really at the mercy of customs and all kinds of things. So.
Yep. At
So
least we
is
don't have those duties and extra fees.
yeah, that is good. Did anybody notice if this is a siege or is it just an event? I didn't notice. Let's go in. So we got rooms to explore and stuff. Another pistol. Rebar, some food. Lots of food in here at least. What's in the fridge? So this was a lot of fun. How much does this game cost? Does anybody remember?
It's like 10 or 13 or 15.
Yeah, it's either 13 or 15 on consoles and only 10 on mobile. If you wanted to play it on mobile, you could do that. And I hear the Android version's pretty good. I'm just carrying a bed around to throw at somebody. Oh, more stuff. Yeah, so far this is a good supply run. I'm actually probably going to save this game and try to resume it later because we seem to be doing well enough.
Yeah, I mean, you're still on the first run. But again, we're, for a roguelike, you're already, like, past the point of probably, because if you die, you lose so much progress.
Yeah, dang it.
Yeah.
Like, Spelunky, you can beat Spelunky in 8 minutes as an achievement for beating it in 8 minutes. Most runs take 30 minutes. Like, once you get better at it, like, you beat the game in 30 minutes or so. But then when you die, it doesn't feel like you spent an hour and a half on something that you have nothing to show for. So,
yeah, I mean, like, if you play this for an hour, you're going to get at least one Zombo point, hopefully a lot more than that. But other than that, yeah, you lose so much progress, like you said, and that's frustrating. Oh, a pitchfork. That's interesting. I wonder if that's any good. I cannot carry it. What is everyone else carrying? Gonna hand this gun off to Gavin, and then I'll pick up the pitchfork. Ah. So we are at the farm, as you can see. It's fun. Sometimes you can rescue a chicken at the farm, and it'll join your party, and that's a fun little thing that can happen. Oh, there's a sickle, too. I believe the sickle is really good. It's a scythe or whatever, but... Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much for running the contest tonight. Okay, the chicken is not here, unfortunately. And also there's an achievement for rescuing that chicken. Let's see. We're going to pick up the scythe. Boom. Big scythe. Lots of room. I mean, lots of range. Oh, nice. They also sell this game at GOG. It's on sale. What's it on sale for, Chicago? That's an option for PC gamers. It's an option for very rare viewer Johnny Walker, Captain Johnny Walker. He does not have the internet at home, which is, highly inadvisable. But
yeah, that's tough. And I understand that the internet is still expensive, but...
I mean, most places I don't think it's that dang expensive. But then again, he didn't even work until recently, so...
That's true.
Car. Alright, let's get out of here.
It's more expensive than water or electricity.
Well, I don't know about more expensive. Like, if you get DSL can be as cheap as like $20 a month in some places. Hey, Sean Sig. On sale for 10. But anyway, because he doesn't have the internet, he prefers GOG over Steam.
Oh, yeah, so he can play offline?
Yeah. And we've just run into
you can't play games on Steam offline?
You can play, I would say about half of the games or more you can play offline, but that would be a hassle if you bought a game and then you found you couldn't play it. That would just really suck.
For sure.
Check it out. We have run into Garfield the cat. He says he freaking hates Mondays. So we're going to recruit him because we need a fourth person anyway.
How many days are you at?
Let's find out. Where do you see? You said you push start?
Top left or...
No, there's nothing.
Push start on the top right.
Ah, we got to the golf event again. Shoot golf balls at zombies. Let's do that. We all got hurt. That sucks. I mean, there is nothing at the top right, Lyle, so I don't know what you're...
Oh, I mean top left.
There's nothing there either?
When the car is moving?
Yeah, on console it does not display anything there. Only 9 days until we get to Canada. Okay, here in the status screen we can see it.
How many days have you played?
He hates lasagna. That's a good question. I don't know. It feels like maybe 5 days. I'm not really sure.
Jeez,
You should start with 15,
for a
15 or
roguelike.
16 days.
Okay. All right. Lyle says it's 15 or 16 in total.
Yeah.
Great. We ran out of gas, even though we got that extra gas.
So it's more of a one explore, one event, and something else as considered one day.
So we've run out of our car, and we've just had a bad event happen to us too. So things are now just arbitrarily getting hard. You know, again, the game just decides to do this sometimes. It's like, screw you, player, and you know, things get really hard. You can survive past these things if you had enough good stuff, or if you make the right decisions. Sometimes, and the random luck gods favor you, random number gods. But unfortunately, we've got to go ahead and wrap things up. Tyler and Lyle, thanks for your great co-hosting.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Welcome.
Brian, thank you for running the contest. Chicago, I'm really glad you enjoyed tonight's Saturday Game School. Yeah, you know, usually I'm learning the game that we're streaming as we go along. This particular game I put a lot of time into, and I reviewed it at Co-Optimus. And guys, if you haven't read my review at Co-Optimus, please check it out. Also, please check out my Sega Genesis Classics review. I'm really proud of that review. I think it turned out very well in both cases. So it's been great hanging out with you all. If you're not already following me on Twitch, please do. Follow me on Twitter at Paul R. Acevedo. And whatever you do, don't hate, appreciate.
See ya.
Bye.
All the little SOBs.